I hope you're all doing very well and that you're ready to have a wonderful next hour together. And I'm telling you it's going to be wonderful because I'm going to start off with Mathew Rose, Rosey himself. He is the owner of Rosey's Fish and Chips. Thank you for being with us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. This is such a cool concept, especially for us San Antonians. We're used to puffy tacos or any other delicious fried items, but fish and chips is very unique to me. Tell me a little bit about your story.
Well, I've been living in San Antonio for 20 years. Still managed to hang on to the accent a little bit. And I worked as a teacher. I worked as an Uber. I worked many different jobs in San Antonio, and I realized I wanted to be in business for myself. I saw an opportunity perhaps for something a bit better than what you could get in Texas. So, so I decided to start my own business, and so far it's been going quite well.
So did you grow up eating this? Is this an item your family would cook? Like, is your recipe your own, or is it your mother's, or how does this go?
Well, this is not a recipe that's traditionally cooked at home at all. It's something that you pick up, you get it to go. You go to your local fish bar, and in England there's one on every street corner. So, you know, that's why it's a staple, because there's so many of these businesses in Britain, but there's none here in San Antonio, well, hardly any. So, so I thought it would be good to try it here. So no, we don't make it at home, but everybody eats it in England.
Okay, well, we're gonna show people a little bit of your process. We can't give away the entire secret, but right now, Rosey himself is going to cook for us. So tell me a little bit about the process of when you cook, how it goes down, you travel.
Well, it's a very uncomplicated process, really. I try not to set up too far away from home. I like to have my bases pretty close by. So I'll set up, I don't know, it takes me 30 minutes, right? I got here at 8, right? And I was ready by 8:45 or whatever. So, so I show up and people know me at the places where I go. Tandem, Good Kind, Black Lab Brewing. I set up. I get my batter going, get my fryer going. So you want me to show you?
Yes, please. I know you can't give us your secret, but you
Well, you know, I mean, making the batter, anybody could do it. Shh, don't tell anyone. Okay. So my fish is battered here. I use a swai fish. This is a fish that's readily available at H-E-B. You can make fish tacos with it, you can make ceviche with it, and you can fry it yourself. You could fry it on your skillet. It's really delicious fish, and it's very, very readily available at H-E-B. So here's my piece of fish battered with a little bit of Lone Star beer that I just picked up at the gas station this morning.
You're keeping it real local today. I like that.
Yes, ma'am. And so I'm just going to place this into the oil here, and here it goes. And now it's going to start
hear the sizzle
bubbling away here inside the fryer.
So for me, I'd be nervous. How do you know when the fish is done? Like, then you don't burn it. Ándale, okay. The timer. So, what is your suggested time for that?
Pues vamos a ponerlo en 5 minutos.
5 minutes. He speaks Espanol as well, guys. Rosey is quite the character, let me tell you. I'll tell you why in just a bit.
I came here from Spain. My wife and I lived in Spain before we moved back to San Antonio, so we learned a little Spanish there. So
nomás un poquito.
Bueno, lo estudiaba en la universidad.
He studied in the university.
Honesto,
if he's being honest with us.
Si no lo practicas día por día, pues lo pierdes.
If you don't practice it every day, you will lose it. And that is so true, but you're in the perfect place, the perfect city to practice your Espanol. So I have to say, taco lovers, when they try your fish and chips, what do they think?
I've got a lot of really good feedback from people. It's really been a blessing, and when you see customers coming back time and time again, that's how you know you're onto something.
I love that. But okay, you said you didn't. This recipe wasn't from your household.
No,
so
I
you
Googled
created it.
I googled the recipe totally, and then I you know, I fine-tuned it a little bit. I added a little bit of this and that here and there. Which obviously I can't divulge that, but
I think you give people inspiration to go for it. I mean, you went for it. You did it, and then you put your own twist on it, and now I have heard your name, and I see how loved you are, and I'm excited to try it. Yes, well, no, you worked for it, right? And when you're passionate about something, it shows. So.
Well, I've got an awesome wife and kid at home, and they, you know, they're my super supporters. So.
Oh, Rosey, we're so happy that you're here today. All right, so how's that fish going?
Yeah, we've got another 3.5 minutes on the fish.
Well, we don't have all that time.
Okay, don't worry about it. Here, that's long enough. Just to show you the process.
Magic.
Typically, this would be a longer process, but for you...
So you got the French fries too? Gotta have the
These
chips.
are not French fries, man.
Sorry,
These
sorry.
are British fries. Please, let's get that right. Heavens.
My bad, my bad. That's definitely, this is why we have you here. This is why we
All
have
right, I
you
just
here.
flipped my fish over and it's looking pretty golden on that side.
Ooh.
So now I got to wait a little bit longer for it to...
Okay, well, you know, we were saying that you are quite the character, and for those of you who don't know, Mathew is actually a rapper. Let's take a look.
Order up some harder sauce and give it some dip. Total food satisfaction like a solar eclipse. This crazy fish business, it started in my garage. It seemed like a lot of work, but maybe I could manage. So I had a fish party at the back of my house, and I spent Fridays just doling it out. So if you want to get next, just send me a text. I'll have it out shortly so you don't get vexed. It comes out crispy with a little bit of seasoning, and if you think it's tasty, then I guess that you'll be reasoning.
All right, Mathew, what did we just hear? What was the idea behind this music video? Because when we saw it, we really wanted to share with the audience.
I teamed up with local filmmaker Amadeo Rivas to make that video last year. One thing led to another. I wanted to showcase the venues where I was working. So on the video, you'll see the Dakota Eastside Ice House. You'll see the Good Kind restaurant. And you'll see some other places that I work at as well in the video, and people who have helped me, and you'll see a lot of those people. And we all went to Cool Crest, the golf course, last summer in the ridiculous heat, and I gave away 80 free plates of fish and chips that day
really cool.
to everybody that was willing to dance in front of the band Bear Brass, the best funk band in Texas.
I've heard of them, and we need to get them on the show. We've had the Dakota, we've had the Good Kind, so I love how local this all is. Rosey, thank you for being with us today.
You're
How can people
welcome.
get in touch with you?
Just Google it, Rosey's Fish and Chips. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram. I have a website, I think it's down right now, but just go to my Facebook and my Instagram, or call me. My number's right there.
Well, thank you so much, Paul. I'm going in.
Man, I am so hungry. I mean, it looks really, really good. I'm willing to bet that the food is probably better.